I have been preparing for fall and I have a bunch of accessories to show you. Welcome back to my channel Annijuuti Knits. If you are new here, my name is Anniina and I'm the knitwear designer behind this channel. And this is a space where I share my upcoming releases. This is a place where you can hear about the work that goes into designing patterns, and also I'm sharing what's on my needles. So if that sounds like something you can get on board with, let's start today's episode with fall knits that I haven't been able to stop knitting on. Let's start today's episode with a new pattern release, or actually a set. And this set is now available for you to purchase. This is the Nuotio mittens and Nuotio hat. Maybe I will just put it on for you to see. This is actually a set that was in Taito magazine, published earlier this year. So it was the second iteration of Taito magazine this year, 2025. And this was originally planned for or designed for using leftover yarns. So the theme was use scraps, or to utilize scraps. And that's what I've been doing with this one. And it is this simple textured hat with some slip stitches. You are only working with one color each time. So there's just these simple little ridges of color and a sleek round, or like this radius crown decrease. And what I really love about this pattern, it has a double folded brim and it's actually attached while you knit it. So it always stays where it should be. It's great for kids, and this pattern comes in 4 sizes. There's a junior, and then there's 3 adult sizes, small, medium, and large. So there's plenty of sizes to choose from, and the same goes with the mittens. And here they are. They have the same textured pattern on the top of the hand, but the palm side is sleek with just stripes, so it doesn't feel irritating on the hand to have bumps and lumps under your palm. So this set is now available. I have created a little promotion for this set, so there's no code needed. And because I know that not everyone watches these videos on the day of the release, I have extended this promotion to last until the 5th of September. So until 5th of December, if you purchase either the hat or the mittens, you get 15% off. But if you purchase them both together, they need to be in the same purchase the same time, you get 30% off from both patterns. So the more you buy, the bigger is the discount. So if you are interested in this set, you can grab them now and get 30% off if you purchase them both. But I made another version of this pattern because I wanted to showcase a different color scheme. So if you are not into this kind of a scrappy look, you can use a more muted palette. This is a darker palette with some tweedy yarn. This is I can't remember. I think this is Wool Me Once fibers. I might be wrong. I don't even remember. I had a skein of this tweed DK yarn, and I used some black Cascade Heritage held double for the stripes, and I think it looks more elegant or polished because it is a little bit more subtle, this texture. So yeah, it looks quite nice also in this kind of a more muted palette. And I have been on a little bit of a hat kick, so I've been making a bunch of hats lately so that all the members in my family are well prepared for the fall and for the winter. So yeah, this one, Nuotio hat, Nuotio mittens, and actually Nuotio, it means bonfire. So it is a great accessory to throw on if you are going hiking or doing outdoorsy stuff. It keeps your head warm and your hands too. So also the mittens have the double folded edging, so it's nice and toasty on the wrists, and it keeps you warm no matter how cold it is. Okay, that was a bit of a rocky start to this episode, but let's move on and not dwell on it. And maybe I'll show you the hat that I was working during my summer vacation, and it is finally done. And this hat, it is the Harlow flip hat by Andrea Mowry. This is actually a pattern that she re-released. She has a few Harlow hat patterns, and I wanted to make this because I've never made, or I have dabbled on brioche before, but I haven't really got into the rhythm or into the anatomy behind brioche stitch. So I really wanted to learn, and I think I was successful with that. This is now actually the wrong side out. My son preferred this side over the darker side. I was using a gradient yarn. It was a leftover from socks that I had made, and the yarn is called Concept by Katja Taika, and I was using it together with Novita Nalle, which was a very, very old, decades old skein from my grandmother's stash, and I think they paired up pretty well. I think I did okay with my decreases. They look pretty neat. This was my first time decreasing in brioche pattern, and I'm happy that I tried it. It was slow, it took me a while, but actually what I found that I now understood the construction of brioche stitch, and when I dropped stitches or I had made a mistake, like I had the little yarn over shawl kind of showing across the knit columns, I could actually go back and fix it. I could drop down and I could fix it. So successfully understood the anatomy of a brioche stitch. Did I enjoy it? Not sure. It was kind of nice and rhythmic to work in the round, but I didn't enjoy the decreases because I just couldn't. It was too much. I couldn't. Yeah, I had to read one abbreviation at a time, and it was so slow, but I managed to do it, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. Now that I'm looking at it, I can actually see that there's 2 mistakes here, but my son doesn't mind. I was actually making this for the older son, but my younger son decided that he wants to have this, so we'll give this to him because I'm just happy that they are wearing the stuff that I am making. But yeah, Harlow Flip by Andrea Mowry, and this was my holiday knit because I really like to work on other designers' patterns as well. It keeps me on my toes to read some other patterns, and it also doesn't feel like work. It's kind of a hobby knit if I knit someone else's pattern, so it's good to have a pattern by someone else every once in a while to just keep things fresh, and so everything doesn't feel like I'm working. All right, next finished object. I know I have a bunch of them, but I have been working on these hats for the last 2 months. I just haven't shown them, so don't feel like I'm like a hat factory, because that's not true. And also nowadays I am staying home every day and work on my patterns, so that also includes knitting at home. Yeah, but the next pattern, or the next project that is finished, this is my Lotus leg scarf, and this is the DK version. So the shawl pattern or the scarf pattern is for fingering weight yarn, but I am telling you there that you can just go up a needle size and get a bigger scarf. And this is now the bigger size. Last time when I showed it to you, I had just started the lace, and it is now done. And this turned out a great size. I'll put pictures because it's easier for you to see when I am wearing it. And yeah, this is a pattern that is available, and this is a scarf that I can see myself wearing loads this fall and winter, because it is a great size. It doesn't feel like it's too bulky, but it is big enough that it covers well, and it is very warm with this mohair and merino combination of yarns. And the yarns are camijo net yarns that I grabbed when we visited Camilla this summer in Denmark, and I wanted to have some souvenir skeins, so I grabbed a few or 2 skeins from her, and this turned out so nice, and I just absolutely love this green. It is beautiful, it's drapey, it's lovely, and I think I am going to wear a ton of this as a scarf, because it is just so lovely and squishy. The next one is also a scarf. I actually forgot to bring you the whip that I have, so let's leave that to the end and move on to the other hat pattern. This is now a pattern that is currently in testing, and it will be coming out end of September, I guess. Yes, somewhere along those lines, so in 4 weeks time or so. And this is a pattern called Lovi, a Lovi hat, and it has the same double folded brim, because I just absolutely love wearing this kind of a brim. Here in Finland, especially here where we live, we are living on the west coast of Finland, so there's always wind. It's very windy, and the wind is very like punchy. It goes into your soul, if you can say that. It's just so cold. So I love to wear hats, and I love that my kids wear hats that have like a double or a triple folded brim, and that's to keep their ears warm. And this is now a Lovi hat. This is a simple white ribbed beanie with 2 different views. So there's view A, which is just the simple rib, and then view B with some added texture. And we have this round decreases again. There's a theme apparently, but this is a style that I really like to wear. My kids really like to wear, so that's what we are going for. And I wrote this pattern to do different yarn weights, because for me the thicker is better, but I guess that not everyone has such a cold climate that we have here, so a DK version is also a good option to have. And I made 2 versions. So this one has a merino and silk mohair. I actually had some leftovers from my Baltic Breeze sweater, and I had this silk mohair from Camijo Knit, and I combined it with some merino sock yarn from Kettu Knits, and I think they were a perfect match. And they created this airier version of the Lovi hat, and I really like this one too. And this is using Drops Merino Extra Fine. I don't know if it's classified as a DK or worsted, but I did it with the same gauge as the DK pattern. So yeah, this is a kid's hat, and this is actually going to be a present for my godson next week. He turns 5, so I made a hat for him to have for the winter. So this is a pattern in testing. I wrote it to 5 different sizes. There's 2 different yarn weights and 2 different views. So the ripped version and the textured version. So this is a pattern that has options, like so many options for you to choose from. And I find that, well, hats, in my opinion, are a perfect snack knit and gift knit. So this is what I was aiming for. I really wanted to make some hats for my family this year, for the fall and winter. So I went a little hat crazy, and I whipped up quite a few. And actually I have another yarn picked out to make one more of the Lovi hat. Lovi means like a crack or like a little dent, kind of, in Finnish. So that's why it's not Lovi, it's Lovi, which means, yeah, it resembles these little vertical lines that we have here. And that is an upcoming pattern. And one more accessory pattern that is already in testing is my Cloudweave shawl or scarf, actually. But I will go and grab the one that I have now been working on. So this is the original one, which was made in Drops Air. I used 2 balls of Drops Air for this. And this is your skinny little scarf. I know this is a thing. So this kind of a lightweight little scarf that you can wrap around once or twice. And if you want, you can knot it here as well. But I'll be right back and I will get it. All right. So Cloudweave scarf. I am now making this the bigger size of the pattern. It's actually just one set of instructions, but you can use thicker needles to get a bigger scarf and longer scarf. So this pattern has mock cables or faux cables. So it's actually very simple. It's just ribbing, and then you just pass some stitches over, make yarn overs, and that is as simple as it can get. And it starts with increasing on other side, and then you switch, you continue straight, and then decrease on the other edge. So it will create this trapezoid shape. And this is the texture. This is now using Aran weight yarn. This is Ptex Sura, and it is is it Peruvian merino? Maybe I'll put some details here on the screen because I can't really remember. But I did grab this yarn from Barcelona Knits 2023 when I went, and I grabbed 2 skeins of it. I have now used almost one of those 2 skeins, and I just started decreasing. So I think this is a perfect amount. It will take roughly 300 meters of this yarn, and I really like the squishiness of this wool. And I think this bigger size is more my style than the skinny scarf, because I find that I always want to feel extra cozy and warm because of the wind. So I tend to use larger shawls and scarves because I find that those little ones they don't really give you the warmth that you are after in these weather conditions. But I understand that not everyone lives in the same climate, so there's options for you to choose from. And this is what I've been working on lately. And I have one more accessory that I wanted to share, because why not? This is a project that has been on my needles for longer than I care to admit. I've been showing this year a few times because I was determined that I want to have this finished by this fall. And even though it looks like I haven't done much, but I have done so much knitting, and it just grows really slowly because it's huge. And here is a marker that I was last time, and here is where I am now. This is the Coastland shawl, fingering weight shawl that uses 300 grams of fingering weight yarn. This is a pattern from a couple of years ago, and I started this, I don't know, almost 2 years ago. I thought that I would just whip up a second one, but it's just so much knitting. I've been carrying this around this summer because I was determined that this is now the time when I will finally get it done. And I have done quite a good amount of progress, and now it's just getting smaller and smaller, so I think the rest will fly by compared to what it has been. So I will move my marker, I'll move it up. And Coastland shawl, it has this scalloped, not scalloped, but it has this shell motif on the side, and otherwise it's garter stitch. And I'm using Pearl Soho linen quill in the color chestnut red. And the color is fabulous, and the shawl will be fabulous when I will just get it done. But yeah, it's lovely, squishy, and this will grow a lot when it is done. But I can already wrap it around, and this is my kind of a shawl. This is the size that I love to wear, this kind of huge shawl that you can wrap yourself into. And as a triangular shawl, I can also wear it as a regular shawl around your shoulders. But this is everything that I had for you today. The next fall knits episode will be my sweater projects, and that's coming probably already next week, because I'm inspired to show you some of my sweater whips. And if you are interested in that, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that episode. And yeah, that's all for now. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy knitting. Bye!